And good evening. Welcome to the Gary Brodsky Show, starring Gary Brodsky, brought to you by GaryBrodsky.com. And I shall begin in a second. Gotta start writing, you know? Okay, well, what did I do today? I watched about 6.5 hours of a bunch of scientists that got together in England, this is recently, trying to figure out what causes attraction between men and women. And they had three guys, three of our famous dating gurus, they were there. And first, one guy, after lots of research, said, well, women are attracted to men who have similar facial features. For example, similar type of eyes, lips, nose, facial bone structure. That bombed out. And they said, no, it must be the opposite, because opposites attract. And these were very, very well accredited scientists. That crapped out. Then they were trying to mix personalities. Opposites attract, crapped out. After 4.5 hours of watching, I was actually quite interested. It was very well done, very well researched. It crapped out. Out of the 200 people involved, 100 men, 100 women, only 2 people had gotten together. And out of that, the guy dumped the girl, and the other guy, who was like a regular guy, everybody is, he wound up having a relationship. And the weird thing is they did not know how or what attracts men to women. The good thing is I do. That's right. Is I do, because where they were studying this, where they were running all these tests and all sorts of scents on people and everything you possibly think of, well, a couple of blocks away is the Tavistock Institute for Behavioral Research, where it was figured out years ago. But I do credit these guys for trying to find out. They didn't know. And what's funny is women rated the guys. The guys who call themselves PUAs, pickup artists, seduction community, bombed out so bad. I could have told you that without watching it, but I had to see, because even the scientists do not know what attracts and creates attraction. I do know. And I will give away a tip tonight from an upcoming webinar that I will have, because it's about time I start talking about what I learned at Tavistock. And if you don't think they know how to create attraction, they created the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and a ton of those other groups that women went wild for. They knew the trigger words. They knew what to do before the guys got on stage that made women go wild. And getting questions ready. But that's coming up. Let me know if you're interested in that, and I'll make sure I have a webinar on that. Because right now, going public is not safe. Ask Kevin Trudeau, ask Mark Dice, and about 100 other people have been removed from going public. So I can't do it here, or I would. But we can talk in generalities. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Lonnie, good evening. So good to see you. Thank you for the happy birthday, and yes, of course you will. Those things are made to work. And that'll also be covered in some of the practices in the Tavistock Institute, which is the next, probably the webinar I should have had, but I was afraid to. Yeah, I'll admit it, because they don't want that information out there. But anybody can attract any woman if they do stuff. And there's preparatory stuff to do. And as more people come on, I will show you one move, and it will work. And I'll explain the whole experiment and how it went along. And that was just one of 1,000 that will be on the webinar. So I will continue. You know, I talk about anti-feminism. If you see that on Facebook, boy, did that go crazy. Every liberal in the world defended me. I guess I don't know how I'm going to go on. But for every friend I lost, I gained 2. Facebook to me is just fun. It's just not real life. Just like the movie Friends, or the show Friends, was there to get you to lose your real friends to be friends with fake imaginary friends. There is a plot to destroy men. I'm just saying this right now. It's going to be good for the next 2 days because some people watch this rebroadcast. The War on the American Man is for sale at GaryBrodsky.com for $1.97. It is that important that you know what you're up against, so it makes it easier to fight. If I tell you to go with a long right hand across like this, you can set up a defense. If you know what their plan is, you can set up a defense. $1.97. I believe I take a little hit on this, but it's worth it. At GaryBrodsky.com, The War on the American Male. So let's see if anybody's jumping on that one. Still updating. Yes, I may have to go for the upgrade. I am always weary when they want to give you phones like this. This is an amazing piece of equipment. I get the weather here. Seriously, for free. Yeah, we all know what that's about, okay? But men do not know how to attract women. They tried every experiment, and this was real guys. When I say real guys, I mean guys who are not insiders, that know the real stuff. They tried, they researched. It's not looks, it's not money. Got to come to a webinar. But I will give out one technique that is unbelievable, which Tavistock proved worked, and does work. Because you can try it right after the show, and it will work. And that's only a small piece. Not the best part, of course. I saved that for the webinar. So let's see if anybody's got questions. I don't know if this thing updated yet. It's now in the process of updating. Joel, been a long time. Miss you. How you doing? Hey, Gary, what do you think about multi-level marketing as a legitimate business? I was told about an opportunity. I remember Adam mentioning MLM as a way to make money on past webinar. Thanks. Well, reality is, a lot of millionaires, billionaires did multi-level marketing. The whole thing is, it's that whole thing, you have two friends, and most people don't. I was just being, facetious and funny there. But it can work. Anything can work. And that's, basically in conjunction with your passion for it. Now, what do I mean by that? Your passion to make it work. Old Buddhist teaching, I think, or one of those guys, where it's like, how much do you want to be successful? He goes, oh, a lot. He goes, I'll show you how. He takes him out into a lake, and he says, now put your head under the water. See how long you can hold it there. The guy comes out. He said, what kind of class is this? And the guy says to him, well, when you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, you will. Just a little, little story to go along with your question. I will do that tonight, Lonnie. Absolutely tonight after the show, on sale. So let's take care of that. Yeah, thank you for asking. And if you ask, hell, you get. And I'm waiting for someone to ask. First of all, I'm going to say it again. The War on the American Male, if you don't have it, $1.97. Okay? Over an hour's worth of what the ultimate plan is. And wow, hey, thanks. The ladies are out tonight too. That's good. I'm going to take a quick Pepsi break. I don't have any music tonight. So you might want to hit up the War on the American Male while I'm taking a quick soda break with, of course, my DHEA, which is responsible for my deep voice, my muscles, my good looks, my charm, my personality, and everything else. Research it. You'll see. I'm not full of shit. And this is the only real DHEA on the market that you're going to get. Side effects may include a lot of women, increased confidence, low cortisol levels, health. Sounds pretty good to me. All right, question time. Okay, this is a good one from Jason. Everybody listen up. Hey Gary, Jason here. The one that you got it works so well. I got $500 out of nowhere in the first hour of using it, and the only way it doesn't work is if you don't do it. Thanks, Jason. That's true. That's on sale too right now at Gary Brodsky Katana. Okay, how to lose your speech in 5 easy lessons. GaryBrodsky.com. You want it, you got it. Great webinar, really great, powerful stuff. A lot of people did get that one. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Hi, Chris. It's been a while since I attended one of your webinars. I would love to check out the webinar you're planning soon. Anyway, here's a big fuck up for you liberal douchebags and feminist assholes. Notice my choice of words. If the screen goes blank, it's Chris's fault, okay? We don't care. Notice, okay, even if you can't play music on your show without some asshole tattling on you, I'm playing some tunes in the background on my computer. Well, isn't it really sad how men have become that? That's a whole new culture. I'm telling. I was thinking about every fist fight I had when I was younger because as I get older, I feel them. And, the idea of calling the cops never even entered onto our mind. And I didn't win most of them. I had a guy, let's see what you got. Come on. The guy showed me. But it was never taken seriously, and I've lost a few teeth, and my nose was broken by Palehead. Actually, it wasn't that big until, you know who fixed my nose? Not doctors. Palehead did his own work on that. Palehead is my brother, for those of you who do not know. We used to break each other's noses. Yeah, what's the point? We sit there with the big bandage over it. We did our own. Yeah, does that feel good? Yeah, okay, that's it. But guys were guys when I grew up, and that was not that long ago. I don't care what that guy Dan has to say. And by accident, we did a lot of the right things. And today, intentionally, they're getting every guy to do the wrong thing. There is a war against men, against family, against masculinity, and that's why I'm offering that product right now, the War Against American Men, for $1.97. Just letting you know that. No, thank you. Okay, just gotta look at this thing again. All right, now I will be showing a technique shortly, so everybody, stay tuned. That will build your confidence 20%, proven scientifically. Yeah. Now, before I demonstrate this technique, I want to know if there's any questions. If anybody wants to get that War on the American Male, get it now. It will scare the hell out of you. Because this war is being lost, and that's the saddest thing. And if you want proof, walk outside. Look at what guys look like today come back. It's really a sad, sad state of affairs. Okay. I'm going to show you how to build up your testosterone and become 20% proven more attractive in just a few minutes when you enjoy your cigarette and a little soda. Okay. I'll hit with the questions now. Gary, you're a sexist pig. Okay. I don't even know what sexist means. Can you please send it with a definition of what sexist means? That I believe a guy should have a woman, love a woman, have passion, protect her. I guess, yeah, I am sexist. Nope, she's still the last one. But that's what we have now is a house divided. Men and women not getting along. That's why, again, the War on the American Male, $1.97. That's good for a few days because people have to have that. Have to. They may say a higher price in the top, but when you see it, it says $1.97. That's $1 and some change. And it's just something that you need to know. Because if you are not a victor in the war, you're going to be a loser. There's no middle ground anymore. It's not like, well, okay, you know, women act like this. No. Find out how the programming works, and then you can deprogram it. Very simple. So, this thing is still fucking updating, okay? I said F. Which is okay to say the F word now, I found out, but not the other F word. They can cut me off for that one. And they will. Oh, they will. They're sitting there right now with the hand on the button going, come on, say it. I'm going to give you the satisfaction. But yeah, let's get back to this. Oh, another one. It says, you want it, you got it. If you don't got it, you better want it because it's that good. It's right there, GaryBrodsky.com. And if you sign up, if you are a new listener, new watcher, new viewer, you get a free audio just for signing up. Free. So, okay, as this updates, I'm waiting for me to finish the and I'll show you something that would build your testosterone and your guts up and get rid of approach anxiety. And this is just one thing out of 1,000 that are going to be on the webinar. Hey, John, how are you? I love it, John. I'm not even going to say anything. John is the healer. And I got a few people who want to talk to you because they have they want to know how my knee problem went away so fast. I mentioned your name that went viral, and there are people in the military that want to speak to you. So we're going to have to talk about that tomorrow. Because they deserve it. I mean, you know, I know the hell they go through. It's funny that the military doesn't even care. Okay? The world is just going crazy. You got to keep your focus. You can't lose your cool. All right, let's hear from some of the women. And I will show you something that would I'm getting ready to show that technique. So stay alive, stay awake, stay on the show, and get the War on the American Male only $1.97. Yep. So, what's funny about feminists is that most of them, nobody would sleep with anyway. So what's their point? They want to be equal to men. Well, here's a surprise. You always have been. In fact, go to divorce court and see how guys wind up and tell me who's equal. I've heard women saying this to men, and you're lucky if you get to ever see your kids again. And guess what? A lot of guys don't. And it's sad. The family courts are worked and built against men. Why? Only for one reason. So people can get votes. Women vote more, therefore, whatever they want. The whole country is pussy whipped. It's a serious illness. I was thinking of the 2.5 times I was pussy whipped in my life. And it really was hell for me. Anybody's gone through can tell you. It is the worst hell in the world. You can't stop thinking. You're talking to everybody. You're accosting people in the street. You got to hear what's happening. If I had the proper guidance, I could have turned it around so fast. But I had no guidance. The guidance hit me when I was taught exactly what to look for, what to do, what not to do. And we have an audio called Pussy Whipped. I think it's good to have because it's better to have preventive medicine than wind up being pussy whipped. And it can happen to everybody, anybody who does not know the warning signs. I got to tell you something. If you're rehearsing a conversation in your head or an apology or justification for your existence, you are pussy whipped. Now, the worst thing about being pussy whipped is you lose the girl anyway. You do everything in the world to her, and she dumps you. Jason, I know it's just like too scary to even mention on the show, but we gotta have you on the webinar. I'll just put it in. I'll just put a piece of it out there about the negative energy that they're putting from the cell phone towers and stuff like that to emasculate men. That's proven. That's even public knowledge. Nobody seems to care. And that's mentioned on the. That's mentioned on the war on the American man. But if it's worldwide, I know a lot of people here from other countries, but it applies because the war, the agenda, the schools are now basically like martial law institutions, training kids to have no critical thinking, no imagination, just smart enough to do work, but dumb enough to question the work that they do. What's funny about schools is they teach you everything that you don't need to know. Just how to be good and follow orders. That's not new. Tragically, it is not new. But hey, both of you guys, thanks for enjoying You Want It, You Got It. Because that works. That's stuff that they don't want you to know. Nice shirt. Thank you. You want to come up with those cute things, nice shirt. 3 smiley faces. Don't mention my name. Okay, that's probably that stupid face is the screenshot they're going to take when they post this up. But anyway, back to what I was saying. There's 2 things. You're either going to be a victor in this war or a casualty. That choice is yours. Okay, MLM question. In regards to MLM, I realize that most people who are 100% ethical and truthful don't usually achieve any success. You have to be able to exaggerate and stretch the truth as well as generate enthusiasm. How do you balance Christian principles with capitalism? I'd rather live in a mansion than a monastery. Well, let me just go over that question again. Exaggerating the truth? Well, look what happened to Kevin Trudeau. As long as you're giving value for the money, and MLM usually gives value for the money. But of course, everybody hypes their product. And if you're hyping out of enthusiasm, you're not bullshitting people. It's, I drink Pepsi. And it's the generation of people dancing around. It doesn't matter. I still love Pepsi. So, you don't have to give me values. In fact, the fact you have values, you probably have a better chance of succeeding. Because look what's happened to everybody who did not have values. The guy from that movie I just watched, a great movie, by the way. I can remember the name of it. It's not Wall Street. It's the one that's similar to Wall Street. The Wolf of Wall Street. Okay, Wall Street was in there. The Wolf of Wall Street. He wound up in jail. Kevin Trudeau. It's sometimes if you just are a little overly enthusiastic, it's good. But if you're deception, it does tend to come back at you. And that's just why, I actually believe in that. That's why I believe, guys should date women. Because you give a woman love, love is going to come back to you. That's just the way the universe works. I didn't design it. I'm certainly not going to argue with the person who designed it. And for those of you who think the world and the universe happened by accident, it didn't. Okay, just take my word for it. While I'm on the soda break, the War on American Men, you want it, you got it, at GaryBrodsky.com. I have no music, so put a song through your head, hit the website up, and I shall show you the technique that will build your confidence. One of many that's going to be on the webinar. And this one is not even a big one, but it has big results, okay? Let's just see if there's any questions, and I'll show it to you. Okay. You'll have to wait a second. This was actually discovered, and now it's known knowledge. Hard to find knowledge, but known. And this came from years ago from Tavistock. And you can try this with anything. They tried it with 25 people and 25 other people. Was to make a big bungee jump. And they all agreed to do it. Now, the 25 people who did this had no fear. The other ones who didn't had fear. Now, ready for this big technique? Just putting your hands in the air, the V for victory sign, for a few minutes, and your testosterone and attractive level goes up 20%. That's it. So if you have to do something, yeah, that's why people do that. It just releases testosterone. There's a scientific reason for that. I can't explain it because there's too many words in there, but it works. Different postures, everything. And then the guys who did that were afraid of nothing. Thank you. So, just try that because that works. But there's also taking up space, how to do it right, how to use your voice, all that stuff, positioning, approach, eye contact, 1,000 things on the webinar that's going to be coming up soon. Don't have a name for it yet, but that's how I'll think of one. Excuse me, I'll get a little bit more comfortable here. All right, I'm back. And now let's go to the big board and see if there's any questions. First of all, the war on the male, I choose to be a victor, not a victim. All right. One thing I hate about the PC agenda is how it further separates demographics. More so. Jim Crow laws aside, a lot of blacks and whites got along just fine. Now tensions are worse between all races than has ever been. That's true. The PC agenda is too focused on giving people someone to blame. And who's better than a straight alpha male? I have hated feminism since I learned about it even as a kid. It's bad enough some women are feminists, but men too? That's why I asked that question myself. Have you mentioned that males who are feminists are fucking fags? Gotta say it. These assholes are basically not only cooperating with the enemy, but handing the enemy their guns, ammo, included, and trying to use self-deprecating humor in an attempt to stay alive. That was great. And it is so true. Racial tensions were dying out. Even in the worst of times. Now they're back. Now you're defined by who you voted for, if you're for gay marriage, not who you are as a person, the quality of, but it's a game out there. The game has changed. The rules got tougher. GaryBrodsky.com has the answers. I'm not bragging, it's just a fact. Women just are so insensitive because the more TV that they watch, and do watch TV, it's eventually going to get to you. I know I mentioned this before. I used to like to watch television. I know what happens. I was part of that group that did this shit. That's how I know, okay? Not only is the flicker rate set to short your mind out, but low frequency sound comes. So when you see a couple holding hands, it may look nice on TV, but you're getting a low frequency sound vibration that's telling you pain. So when it happens to you, you're going to get a pain threat reaction and jump back. Same with music. And there's one way to erase it. Listen to classical music. And how do you get to classical music? Just go on YouTube. Bach, Beethoven, Haydn, Schubert. They're all there. Classical music. Just type it in. Put it on, close the thing down, and you feel like a different person in a few seconds. Can't answer that question here, but it's a damn good question. All right, let's try another one. Lonnie, very strong. They've been used since the beginning of time, from the pharaohs on down to today. And I'll tell you how strong they are. Somebody bought one from me. Seduction mojo bag. Had it for about 2 years. He's going with a couple of girls a week. Thought he's doing okay. He accidentally put it through the washing machine and dryer. All of a sudden, he was back down to normal. We don't want normal here. We want above normal, superiority, strength, power, honor, love, passion, like the ancient Greek gods. We want it all and we deserve it all. That's a fact. We're only a victim-based society if we buy the bullshit. Say, hi, I'd like to buy some bullshit. No, I'm just turning the TV off. What do you think of that? End of sale. Thank you. Oh, good. How did this question get here? Yep, that's me live. Send the questions, Dan. Oh, by the way, Dan, I got a lot of emails. People loved you on the show. Thought you were great. I don't know how you sent this thing here. Actually, the color is a bit off. It would be a very different color if I get this camera to work right. Now, what's funny is I went on Google to find the best camera. This is the one. But, yeah, well, let's go beyond that. Oh, okay, it's about the, you want it, you got it. Doesn't matter, you can jam that index card up right all over it, right backwards and forwards. I wish I had an index card here, I just had one, took it in the other room. But one of my problems is I don't have everything here, but I do have the guarantee here. I know everybody waits for that great moment. That stuff on the floor, those of you who don't know. If for any reason any of our products do not get you laid, paid, parlayed, relayed, we will cheerfully refund your money and at no extra cost send you the knife to cut it off with. You don't think of those kind of deals everywhere, do you? Back to the question board. Still updating. Maybe I smacked the thing. You know, I used to get no machines like a TV set, you smack it, it would work right. It's gone. You know, if you look, okay, at the old science fiction films, this is kind of interesting. You'll notice that all the aliens of the future are sort of androgynous and really skinny. That's what they're turning us into, just for fun. Don't go along with the program. And as far as physique goes, proven fact, bigger is better. But you don't have to work out, you just have to make a big impression. So that's all coming up on the webinar coming up soon, which I have no title for yet. Okay, mentioned again. The war on the American male is for sale. I can write poetry if I have to. At GaryBrodsky.com, GaryBrodsky.com at $1.97. Hit it up while you can. All guns will be going on sale tonight at about 1 a.m. Okay, you're funny. Dan here, okay? So listen. Okay, I'm going to read this. We talked about screwing girls with no chance of contracting STDs because that's made up to conjure fear. Absolutely. Is that the same with pre-common pregnancy when fucking raw? That I don't know. But I know about the fear factor. How long does MK last in your body? About 8 to 12 hours. Yes, I will, Dan. Scott's crazy recording. It's funny. I spoke to Scott today. It's still happening. He still listens. He still happens. And what I did with Scott, if you know me, sometimes calls the shows with me on the radio. I did a custom audio program, which he swore wouldn't work. And it said this: every woman you meet, not you will meet, you know, because I know how to program and stuff, because I used to do mind control. Yeah, I used to work with that unit, G24. Anyway, every woman you meet wants to have perverted, crazy sex with you. And it's like 3 years of it. And he's not funny, he's not getting tired of it. I don't think he's ever going to get tired of it. And first time he listened to it, he listened to it for about maybe 25, 30 minutes. So I don't know if this works. Puts it down. Goes into his elevator building, lives in Manhattan. And there's a girl in the elevator that always ignored him. The elevator went down, came right back up to his house, the sickest perverted sex he had. And these are all knockouts. Some of the famous models, some of the famous actresses. Wherever he goes, he meets people. He's going out with clients once. This is one of his funny stories, but I'll tell it because he's not here. To a ball game. Took out some clients to a very big ball game. Went to go get something. Two girls wanted to have perverted, crazy sex with him. Left the client sitting there and took off with them. He's got to learn to say no. I asked him, hey, can you call us the show? Sorry, I'm having quick perverted sex. I guess, Dan, the same thing is going to happen to you. You live in the city. I guess you and Scott can pass each other. It's just like every girl just comes out in them because when you hear it, you radiate it. And that's really important to know. Most damage that everybody has in their life, including me, all the good, the bad, the ugly, the sick, the good, the bad, the ugly, the sick, I don't know the word after that, but I can't remember it, is because of the way you self-talk. And that's been proven by Napoleon Hill. Before that, it's in the Bible. I don't know if I can say Bible on here, but I did anyway. But how you talk to yourself all day, because the mind doesn't shut off. It doesn't. I had a weird dream the other day. I'm not going to tell anybody about it here. This is cute. Thank you. I like the picture. Let me know. Send me an email if I can use your picture in the next mailing. Okay? But self-talk. How we talk to ourselves. But, and this is coming up in the webinar, how we sit, how we stand is going to make all the difference in the world. I should do a film on this, but if you guys buy a lot of stuff, you'll be able to afford to do film. How's that? Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing. Guys actually like the audios better because you can listen to them in the car, on your iPod, or you should actually watch the film, which usually gets blocked because it's like, eh. But we have some great DVDs up there. There's a special in the package department, $20, $5 a show. Believe me, there's a lot of knowledge in that. At GaryRouse.com, packages. To all my friends out there. And they'll leave those we don't care too much for. What the hell? All right, I'm back at Deadly than Ever. The war on the American male rules. That's right. You got to know your enemy. You got to know what they're doing, how they're programming your mind. Then you get around it. They're saying, hey, there's an anvil over the door. You come in the window. There's always a way to win. And that's what that's all about, winning. And there is no substitute for victory. None. So back to what's, like I said before, about all the racial tension and stuff like that. We used to have a culture. It was called the American culture. That's disappeared too, and that also is on the war of the American male. How they're turning everybody against each other. Oldest trick in the book, divide and conquer. A house divided against itself will not stand. That was Jesus Christ. Son of God said that. It's a fact. To me. To anybody else, whether you believe it or not. Oh, good, Joel. You kind of have some good questions. So you're saying Kevin Doe was convicted because his stuff actually worked? Meanwhile, all the bullshit GMOs, music, TV videos, and scams that the New World Order pushes is completely legal? We need more people to be influenced and hold powerful positions in our society. You're absolutely right. Kevin Trudeau was a sacrifice to scare people who write. Because there were no complainants in this case. Nobody complained, I tried that diet, it didn't work. Because if every diet book worked, we wouldn't have 83% obesity rate out here. And nobody complained. The government decided he's all good. Now, congressmen actually showed up in court to protest. There were no accusers, no complaints. They just decided, well, we got to throw this guy away. He's talking too much. That's why all my webinars have to go private. I have a lot of stuff I can say right now. Don't feel like I get in trouble. Don't need it right now. So I pick my poisons. So the cigarettes, yeah. Yes, I did. But I'll get you those numbers tomorrow. Thank you. Now, they also pulled today, with Kevin Trudeau going to jail, Mark Dice's YouTube account was closed. Alex Jones, and he's always down. He's got 7 different servers, so he's pretty smart. They've cut this show off. Hey, Dan, you still out there? Being funny. They cut off your sense of humor. They cut off your ambition. They cut off your passion. They made you frightened. If you're frightened, put your hands up in the air like this. The victory stance. And you're going to feel the testosterone surge. That's just one move. Because women, and this is one thing they did not include in all their experiments, judge a guy by the way he moves. And not only do women judge a guy by the way he moves, but so do predatory animals. We'll go back to the basic, like the worst one, the shark, because they don't even kill you first. They wait for somebody swimming in distress. That's what they get. Coyotes, tigers, everything. They look for the weakest, the one who's standing, not alpha, and that's the one that's going to get rushed. Okay, I think it's still updating. We got only a few more minutes. GaryBrodsky.com. Again, go there. The War on the American Male. I have now made it. It's good for a month. So if you watch this rebroadcast, check it out at GaryBrodsky.com. $1.97. That good and worth, way worth much more than that. Still updating this picture. But yeah, that actually is getting a lot of people just saying it. Wow. I just got to. You want it, you got it. You want it, you got it. You want it, you got it. It's great, 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 great. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's funny, buttons popping up there, but it is that good. Could have been better. I don't know, but it works. I mean, I got like 11 people saying this stuff works. Wow, did my life change from just listening. It's available right now at GaryBrodsky.com for $12.97. I always have people calling me up saying, your pricing is too low. The other guys out there, that stuff doesn't work, sells it for $85, $367. Why is your pricing low? Because I want everybody to know. I don't want to work out in a world full of pussies, okay? I just don't want that. I want to see guys looking like guys, ripping muscles. Yeah, where's the winner? Give me a goddamn drink. Well, next week I will start drinking on the show. I don't know how it's going to turn out. It's going to get a little crazy, but what the hell. Lonnie, I will make sure. Hi, Gary. I remember seeing some controversial videos on what a con man Kevin Trudeau was and how he duped so many victims. I have read Natural Cures. I read some of his other books as well. All the complaints from the so-called victims don't hold any water. Those victims never came forth, okay? Any and all of the accusations were non-existent. Oh, you just got it there. I looked at the Gary Brodsky Must Be Stopped group on Facebook, and all the complaints about you don't hold any water either. They're just merely accusations based on nothing and trying to appeal on their emotions only. That's all I have to say, at least in this email. Chris, thank you. Yes, Gary Brodsky Must Be Stopped. It's on Facebook, and they won't let me join. Because they think I'm not really me. It's really funny because I always get that. I meet people who actually watch a show and stuff like that. You're Gary Brodsky. I'm going to say, yeah, you're not the real one. Okay? People just have, they'll believe that heroin is good for them. But, it's just, I don't want to get into it. Unless it looks like the show's going to end. I used to do an hour and a half, but without the music, it's a little harder. Next week, okay, an hour and a half. Hey, Matt, I was wondering where you've been. How you doing? Hey, Gary, I'm writing stuff on paper to put on the candles. Can I print or write in script? It's not a question of can. If you don't write it in script, like every sacred document is written, it won't work. You have to write it in script. Think about it, just to mention to everybody. Every sacred document, all biblical stuff, the real heavy-duty stuff, written in script. The Constitution of the United States, written in script. Declaration of Independence, written in script. Script has power. Printed word doesn't excite the same energy. When you're moving your hand like this in script, you're opening up energy and a bunch of different subconscious mind pathways. So print doesn't work, script will work. You can type anything you want, have the best candles done, the biggest ritual going. If you put it in the script, it will not. If you put it in handwriting, print, it won't work. Put it in the script, it works. And that's about also how to do it, how to write the right way on GaryBrodsky.com. The Occult Powers 3 CD set covers it in total detail. Okay, that being said, we're going back here. Bo Johnson. I know when you know it's Bo, you know it's good. I had a crazy. All right. Another method of fighting is carrying crystals in your pocket. Nobody does that anymore. Oh, really, Bo? Sorry you said that. But you're right. Excuse me for 1 second. Got my crystals right here. I carry these in my pocket all the time. Not one at a time, not the whole box. And they do absorb negative energy. I mean, crystals, think about it. Every radio is made of crystals. Everything that sends or receives energy is made of crystals. Why wouldn't they work? It only works for radios? It only works for anything that broadcasts or receives? It works for you too. I should put these up on our website. I know I'll be working with John on something with crystals if he's still out there. Otherwise, I'll let him know tomorrow. So I'll just close this thing and see if it updates. Not enough soda tonight. That's the problem. There's some. What the hell was that? Question coming in here. So you can log in with Facebook. There's another ways to log in. I closed that screen down because another guy's saying, tell everybody to get, you want it, you got it. And he's logged in through Facebook, so it makes a different sound. I don't know how it's getting here. So I thought I closed that window out, but I guess I didn't. Some more soda. Yeah, we got alpha up or all be feminized. That's your choice. There's no middle ground. Sorry. No middle ground. So I'm going to call this show Alpha Up or Be Feminized. Because you have no choice. Doing nothing is a choice to be feminized. Okay, before I go, does anybody try this? Putting that V stance up there with it, standing up as straight as possible, and see if you feel a little bit more powerful? Try it. Somebody out there try it. Works for girls too, okay? It makes you more confident. Hey, well, now all the people pop in. Sure, of course. Chris, how you doing? Using script for the candle rituals and the cigarette writings. Good to know. I'll have to give it a shot. This is why you're exactly right. I know what you're going to say here. This is why the education system is trying to phase it out so quickly. As it wasn't bad enough, phonics was replaced with the see-look method. Chris, oh, and now Common Core. It just can't get worse. Oh, this is great. Garrett, this is great. I have to read this here. Men used to throw caution to the wind. Now they won't even throw words that aren't politically correct. If you have a Facebook account, post that up there. That is great. I'm going to read it again. Men used to throw caution to the wind. Now they won't throw politically correct words. Now they won't throw words that aren't politically correct. That's true. And I got to tell you something. By being politically incorrect, you will get women. It's a known fact, and this is from John, my good friend. There's a lot of Johns out there, okay? This is a known fact. When you clear yourself of negativity and alpha up by all the standards, by all the products, okay. Now I'll try it again. Okay, I got to read like this. If I had longer arms, I'd read it better. It's a known fact when you clear yourself of negativity and alpha up by the standard of all your product. All right. There are no excuses to find women happiness. You've really saved my life of many obstacles in which I needed answers for. There are too many evil people in power from laziness. I'm not giving up. Beautiful, John. Thank you. That's the best testimonial I had tonight. Okay, get your questions in. We only got a couple more minutes left. I'm going to light up another smoke here. I don't knock the other dating groups because their stuff is comedy to me. You go to a girl, that's how they sound. You that attracts anybody? That was great. They invited them down to England. They all struck out and got the lowest ratings from anybody because it is not about anything more than being alpha. That is it. But how to be alpha, how to apply it, how to take up space, all that stuff is going to be on some super webinar. And I'll charge $1 million. No, I'll try to get a little lower than that. Wow, here comes a whole bunch of questions. Guess the show is going to go slightly overtime. Excuse me while I light this up. Blazing sample. Ruben, how are you? Good evening. Thank you. Hey, Gary. Hey, Ruben. I love all your audios that teach power moves with women's success. You should make an audio package or audio program compiling all the greatest power moves. Your power moves are so effective that a person becomes alpha in the shortest time. Thanks. Okay, Ruben, power moves are covered in pretty much all the audios. Which one in particular did you like, if you don't mind me asking? And this is from John. Many throw caution to the wind. Now they won't even fart in it. John, that's great. Hey, Max. You've been too long from the show. How you doing, Max? Great to see you. Hi, Gary. How are you? I'm great, Max. And I'm sure you're great too because I know you. Good man here, all of them. Every one of you. Don't ask you silly questions. Don't think I won't get back to them later with silly answers. I will. That's what I like about women. You can be silly with them if you got them in the right frame of mind, and that's what you should be. Now dating has become. I occasionally see people on a date, and listen, they're at a fucking funeral. So, well, let me check some more questions here. And there are. Lonnie, that was funny. Screw those whiny bastards. All right, that's it. Oh, guys that turn into whinies, you know, most guys are whinies, complainers. Do I use the politically correct term? There isn't any. You know why? Sissies, a whole bunch of words I could use. Because that's what they want. You got to get the war on American men. You probably have it. But the power moves, that's it, how to play women, extreme domination. The power moves will get women to do anything you want. And I know women are watching. I didn't use them on you. Hey, Gary. There was one girl giving me constant shit about going on dates during lunch breaks. She caught me on a day where I went to lunch alone. No big deal, I told her. I'll tell you what. You can be my lunch date tomorrow. She shot me down. So what? This is what she said, and I never heard this before. Oh, I'm just too woman for you? I just laughed and said, yeah, right. I lay awake at night wondering if that's true. On to the next one. Well, can I give some fun advice? Stay with that one. Because she sounds like fun. She's actually making a comment to you. Otherwise, she would have said shit. Every time I see you do this, I don't know why this works. It works. You see her smiling like this. She is going to be, because a bold move attracts women, even if it's a bad one. And I don't know why this works. I'll just do this to women in the gym. They look up to me. And it's like they want to just jump you right there. So have fun with her. You want to learn to play the game, you got to play the game even if you're going to lose. Big deal. You have fun with her. Tell her, you're right, you are too much woman for me. Stuff like that. Because, women want to play, they just forgot how. But make sure you always take the lead, and I know you know what you're doing, so I don't even go further than that. Hey, wow, looks like we can close at 12. My time. Okay, end of questions. Thank you all for being here. I will see you on the Wednesday show. Dan, hope you can call in. And, well, bless you all and good night. And thank you for watching. GaryBrodsky.com. See you later.